A lot can happen over the final 8 weeks of the NFL season, and every team is looking for a spark, whether it's a playoff push or building hope for 2026 and beyond. Even squads out of contention can witness breakout stars who redefine their future, much like Drake May's surge with the New England Patriots after Week 6. From proven talent to rising rookies, every team has a player ready to step up in a big way. Let's break down the most likely breakout candidates based on production, potential, team needs, and projected roles. At number 1, we have the AFC East, a division filled with speed, skill, and breakout potential. The Buffalo Bills have quietly uncovered a hidden gem in wide receiver Joshua Palmer, who joined them after 4 seasons with the Los Angeles Chargers. Despite missing time due to an ankle injury, Palmer has emerged as the deep threat Buffalo desperately needs. His 16.7 yards per catch lead the team, proving he's the vertical weapon Joe Brady's offense has been craving. As Palmer inches toward full health, expect him to open up the field for Josh Allen and bring balance back to the passing attack that has lacked explosiveness all year. In Miami, rookie Malik Washington is quickly turning heads as he steps into a massive role following Tyreek Hill's season-ending injury. Washington's quick burst, reliable hands, and ability to separate have helped him become an integral part of the Dolphins' dynamic offense. Playing 60% or more of snaps in 3 of his last 4 games, he's not just filling a void. He's becoming a new spark for Mike McDaniel's scheme. Meanwhile, in New England, rookie running back Travion Henderson has become a vital piece of the Patriots' resurgence. Once overlooked, Henderson's combination of elite speed and sharp vision has fueled the offense during their mid-season push. With 277 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in just 3 games, his burst gives New England a game-breaking element alongside MVP contender Drake May. For the Jets, rookie corner Azariah Thomas represents the team's future in the secondary after the departures of Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. The Florida State product has shown tremendous growth, logging pass breakups in 3 straight games and playing with confidence beyond his years. As the Jets rebuild, Thomas could emerge as the next defensive cornerstone, a player who defines the next era of New York football. At number 2, the AFC South brings us a wave of young talent ready to explode onto the NFL scene. The Houston Texans are finding new life in rookie running back Woody Marks, who has stepped up as their lead back over the past month. The USC product has brought consistency and power, recording 254 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns while carrying the Texans' offense through tough matchups. His vision and balance make him a difference maker, and his breakout couldn't come at a better time for a Houston team fighting to keep its playoff hopes alive. In Indianapolis, edge rusher JT Tuimoloau is on the verge of becoming a household name. The former Ohio State standout has brought relentless energy to the Colts' defensive front, recording 4 quarterback hits in 4 games since earning a starting role. With Sauce Gardner now locking down the secondary, Tuimoloau will find more opportunities to wreak havoc and finally notch his first sack, the beginning of what could be a dominant stretch. Over in Jacksonville, cornerback Jarrian Jones has begun to rewrite his early season story. After struggling in coverage and losing his starting spot, the Florida State product bounced back with a stellar Week 10 performance, posting 2 pass breakups and an interception. Allowing just a 77.1 passer rating, Jones' growth could make him an integral part of a defense chasing another AFC South title. For the Tennessee Titans, all eyes are on rookie quarterback Cam Ward. The Miami standout has battled inconsistency but flashes undeniable potential. With his strong arm and poise under pressure, Ward has the tools to become the centerpiece of Tennessee's rebuild. Following their Week 10 bye, he'll get a chance to prove himself against favorable opponents, the perfect setup for a second-half breakout. At number 3, the AFC North delivers grit, power, and breakout energy across the board. For the Baltimore Ravens, rookie edge rusher Mike Green is quickly transforming from a rotational player to a game-changer. After a sluggish start to the season, Green has exploded since the team's bye, tallying 1.5 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and 5 quarterback hits in just 3 games. His timing, power, and closing burst have brought life back to Baltimore's pass rush. If the Ravens continue climbing in the standings, Green could emerge as one of the league's most surprising defensive stories. In Cincinnati, linebacker Barrett Carter is proving why the Bengals trusted him enough to move on from veteran Logan Wilson. Starting every game since Week 6, Carter has become a tackling machine, registering 40 tackles while playing every defensive snap. His sideline-to-sideline range and relentless motor have reshaped the Bengals' defense. With time, he'll refine his coverage instincts and evolve into one of the most complete linebackers in the AFC. The Cleveland Browns are pinning their hopes on wideout Cedric Tillman, who has returned from a hamstring injury ready to make an impact. Before his setback, Tillman flashed big play ability with 302 yards and 4 touchdowns in just 4 games. Now healthy and working under new play caller Tommy Rees, he could become the vertical threat Cleveland has lacked opposite Jerry Jeudy. As for the Pittsburgh Steelers, second-year receiver Roman Wilson is slowly carving out a bigger role in their offense. With 2 touchdowns in 3 games, Wilson's route running and ability to find soft spots in coverage make him a dangerous complement to DK Metcalf. Expect his chemistry with the quarterback to grow as the Steelers push for a playoff run. At number 4, the AFC West promises fireworks as fresh faces take center stage in the season's second half. The Denver Broncos have watched wide receiver Troy Franklin blossom into a reliable weapon for quarterback Bo Nix. With 4 touchdowns in his last 4 games, Franklin has become a key red zone target and vertical threat. His 37 targets in that span underscore his growing importance to Sean Payton's offense. The chemistry between the 2 Oregon alumni could define Denver's late-season surge. In Kansas City, rookie tackle Josh Simmons is set to return to action at a crucial time. The Chiefs' offensive line has struggled to keep Patrick Mahomes upright, and Simmons' athleticism and power could provide an immediate boost. While Jalen Moore filled in admirably, his 12 pressures allowed in under 300 snaps show just how valuable Simmons' return will be for Kansas City's playoff push. The Las Vegas Raiders are betting big on rookie wide receiver Dante Thornton, who brings elite size and speed to a team in need of perimeter playmakers. Standing 6'5" with a blazing 4.3-second 40-yard dash, Thornton is built to dominate one-on-one matchups. With Jacoby Myers now gone, the door is wide open for Thornton to make his mark down the stretch. Finally, the Los Angeles Chargers have given offensive tackle Trevor Penning a second chance to prove his worth. After struggling in New Orleans, Penning was traded to LA at the deadline and now has the guidance of Jim Harbaugh and line coach Mike Devlin. With both Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt sidelined, Penning's ability to step up could determine whether the Chargers stay in the postseason race. His physical play style fits perfectly in Harbaugh's vision, making him a prime candidate for a true redemption arc. At number 5, the NFC East, a division bursting with young stars ready to emerge. The Dallas Cowboys are turning heads with rookie edge rusher Donovan Ezeruaku, who has already made a tangible impact with 2 sacks and 10 quarterback pressures. The Boston College product has been relentless over his last 3 games, recording 3 tackles for loss and 3 QB hits. The Philadelphia Eagles bolstered their defensive front with the acquisition of Jalen Phillips, a player who once battled through injury setbacks in Miami. Phillips immediately made a statement in his debut, posting 6 tackles, 2 quarterback hits, a key tackle for loss, and a fumble recovery. His explosiveness and versatility could make him one of Philly's premier edge threats as the Eagles aim for a playoff push. Finally, the Washington Commanders have rookie defensive tackle Jerzon Newton rising steadily. Newton's 22 tackles and 2 sacks through 10 weeks highlight his disruptive potential, while head coach Dan Quinn taking over defensive play calling could elevate Newton's impact even further. The young tackle is positioned to become one of the NFC East's breakout stars by season's end. At number 6, the NFC South, a division ready to showcase rookie and young talent. The Atlanta Falcons are riding high on rookie edge rusher Jalon Walther, who returned from a groin injury and immediately delivered impact plays. In just 2 games, Walker has tallied 11 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 batted pass, and 2 forced fumbles. His disruptive ability positions him as a top candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year, while also energizing Atlanta's rebuilding defense. For the Carolina Panthers, edge rusher Nick Scorton is quietly rising to prominence. The Texas A&M product has logged over 50% of defensive snaps in consecutive weeks and recorded 3 sacks over the last 4 games. Scorton's strength and quickness off the edge make him a consistent pressure player capable of forcing turnovers. At quarterback, the New Orleans Saints are turning to rookie Tyler Shaw, who has shown flashes of difference-making ability in limited starts. Against Carolina, Shaw displayed poise, arm strength, and improved decision-making, skills that could make him a second-half revelation if he continues to develop under the Saints coaching staff. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety Tyke Smith is quietly emerging as one of the most impressive young defenders in the league. With a passer rating allowed of just 73.3 in coverage, plus 29 tackles, a sack, and an interception over his last 3 games, Smith's playmaking ability could redefine Tampa Bay's defensive identity in the stretch run. At number 7, the NFC North, a mix of breakout tight ends and reinvigorated receivers. In Chicago, rookie tight end Colston Loveland has finally claimed his moment, stepping up after Cole Kmet's injury. Against Cincinnati, Loveland caught 6 passes for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. His combination of size, athleticism, and route running makes him a focal point in the Bears' offense moving forward, especially with playoff positioning on the line. The Detroit Lions are looking for renewed explosiveness from 4th-year receiver Jameson Williams, who, despite a 1,000-yard campaign last season, has been underutilized in 2025. Under new play calling from Dan Campbell, Williams racked up a season-high 119 yards and a touchdown on 6 receptions, suggesting a massive second-half breakout is imminent. Green Bay Packers tight end Luke Musgrave is primed for a resurgence. With Tucker Kraft sidelined for the season and injuries impacting the wide receiver room, Musgrave has the opportunity to become Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love's primary red zone and chain-moving target. His athletic profile as a second-round pick makes him a consistent mismatch for defenses. Finally, Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is emerging from injury and rookie-year rust. With just 4 starts and a passer rating of 65.8, McCarthy is poised to grow into his role as he develops chemistry with Minnesota's skilled receiving core. By season's end, McCarthy could rank among the NFC North's most exciting young quarterbacks. At number 8, the NFC West, a division loaded with defensive disruptors and emerging offensive stars. The Arizona Cardinals are counting on rookie defensive lineman Walter Nolan III, whose first 2 games back from a calf injury have already yielded a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 quarterback hits. If he can stay healthy, Nolan's combination of speed and power makes him a game-changing presence in the trenches, capable of altering opposing game plans. The Los Angeles Rams are finding a second gear in rookie running back Blake Corum, who has been given double-digit carries in 3 straight games. Logging 157 scrimmage yards over that span, Corum's burst, vision, and quickness suggest he could play a central role in a 2-back system that keeps defenses off balance. For the San Francisco 49ers, edge rusher Keon White is stepping into a crucial replacement role for injured pass rushers Nick Bosa and Mykel Williams. In just 2 games with San Francisco, White has already recorded a tackle, a half sack, and a quarterback hit. His blend of power and technique makes him a disruptive force capable of changing the 49ers' defensive dynamics. Finally, the Seattle Seahawks have linebacker Tyrese Knight, who is making the most of his opportunity after regaining a starting role. His 10 tackles in Week 9, coupled with 2 strip sacks returned for touchdowns in Week 10, highlight Knight's playmaking ability. With an expanded role, he could finish the season as one of Seattle's most impactful defenders. That wraps up our breakdown of every NFL team's biggest breakout player for the second half of the season. Who do you think will take over and make the biggest impact down the stretch? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL insights and content. Thanks for watching.